Welcome back to Earth 2150, the Moon Project, and welcome to the next mission for the Lunar Corporation, Convoy. Prepare way for Convoy.
The artifact has been located.
I will prepare a way for Convoy, but first this briefing here. Greetings, TopWare. We have a big problem. The road between our bases is blocked by UCS saboteurs. They have placed many mines on the way. Our convoy drivers are not very experienced and their vehicles are not prepared for hard conditions. Your task is to find the enemy mines and put laser walls around them. This will help our drivers to navigate. Remember, at least 4 convoy vehicles have to survive. I wish you health, happiness and success. Yes, indeed, it's more mines because everybody loves those. And this is, of course, the mines that are basically artifacts, like mechanically, and won't actually be cleared by mine layers. So you here, I guess, low on power here. You know what? Don't care about that. Just going to build more walls here. We can just wall you in completely here. So this convoy is not going anywhere until I say so. Here we go, and there we go. That'll do it. Check out our research here. A better moon here, of course. Now, you might be wondering, why don't you just put the wall segments on the mines so they explode and are cleared? Firstly, that's more work. And secondly, these mines are even worse than the mines from the ED campaign. They don't actually... Actually, they do explode when you step onto them, but they won't get removed. They can destroy as much stuff as you have, which is a really bad design. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transport these guys here over with transporters, and that's just going to be the end of it. I think you can actually can you float over the mines? I'm not sure about that. I think you count as aerial, so you can, but floating units cannot step on these mines. So this may be not, it's actually not a particularly difficult mission, but it's probably the worst designed mission in the whole game, I think. But anyway, yeah. Can't sell any of this here, unfortunately. Well, you can't have everything. But what I can have are transporters here. There we go. You get into pickup mode here, and then I'll just gonna transport these bad girls here. Now I don't need more than 1 transporter for that, but if I only have 1, then it takes quite a while. So I'm just going to go with 2. That should hopefully do it. Also a large map. This is a very large map. This expansion pack here especially loves the large maps. And lots of maps are way larger than necessary, like the Florida map from the D campaign. That is so big you just spend like 10 minutes of driving in between certain segments. And there we go. And that it doesn't really add anything, so it's a bit of an odd choice there. In any case, you please pick up this fat girl here, and now I need to remember that I place these. Greetings, TopWare. Convoy just started their way to our base. I hope you have prepared the way for the convoy well. Wish you health, happiness, and success. So I have to remember that I want to place these, not drop these. You're still on your way. So you place that, please. Thank you very much. The convoy is on its way, but not in the way you think it is. Shield recharger. Yeah, I guess I want that sooner or later. Also, it doesn't take that long, it takes less than a minute. Rocket launcher here. I do want that. That's kind of expensive right now. Yeah, let's just leave it at this. We're going to get more money later. How are you doing? You're doing just fine. There we go. Then place, not drop. That should do it. Yeah, we're low on power, that's fine. So what? Oh, okay, so you're just moving over there. For one moment I thought you just moved straight back to the minefield there and drive into it, which would be in character for these units here, but never mind. So here we go. Research here. Shield recharger. M2. That sounds kind of neat, but shield recharging is it's nice to have, but it's not a top priority. Even though later on it saves you quite a bit of time, especially with the units that rely on shields more than armor. Here we go.
What's your decision?
Come over there. You're here as well, very good. Place this here, please.
Your command.
Okay,
Please transmit next
Very
order.
low on power.
everything's cool. You're picking that up. And then after this, one more trip for both of you. And that's gonna be it. Now you only get these transporters here if you've already done the previous mission. But that one's listed first anyway, and it's also not that difficult, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. And by the way, you can't control these fat girls here, of course. Didn't mention that specifically, but obviously you can't control them. And to be honest, even if you could, this mission would still be bad, because you'd have to basically guide the fat girl through here, basically one by one. Because even if you have like 2 of them, you try to send them through here, so they're still going to trip on the mines. And it doesn't even remove the mines, so they're just going to explode, and then the next fat girl is going to step on them as well, and then let's place you here. Then you can lose your whole convoy just through like one mine. Yeah, I'm not sure why they thought this was a good idea. I guess you can play some sort of drop fences everywhere minigame, but I'm just not interested in that. So how's it going here?
Ready when you are.
You're on your way here, very good. But I think, yeah, you're gonna arrive here sooner. So I'm going to keep my eyes on you. Very good. And you place that here, please.
Whatever you say.
There's no enemies on this map here, unless you count the mines, which are your worst enemy, of course. Very good. Over here with you, and that will be it then. I could have brought in the transports I already have, but you can't actually build anything but laser walls here. And I can build the upgraded mine, but I think I can only build that because I researched it. So they seem to have forgotten to script that one out, which is probably also why I could build it during the previous mission.
We are very low on power.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Okay, this is almost it.
Please transmit next order. Right on.
How's it looking here? Just about pick that up. Very nice. Let's place you here, and that should be it, I guess. Unless it isn't, but it really should be. Yeah, otherwise this is not a particularly difficult mission. Even if you do it the intended way, it's not that difficult. It's just incredibly tedious. Also, you are ramming that fat girl into the mountain there, I think. Here we go. Yeah, they gave all the factions here transporters, and we also have a tunneler now as the DLC, which I don't think I have access to right now, but in general I do. By the way, overlapping shadows here, which makes no sense, but it looks kind of interesting. I think one of the reasons is that otherwise you'd have trouble actually reading stuff on certain maps. It's not too much of an issue in the campaign, but it's kind of awkward at times. Wonderful. All convoy units have reached their destination. You should be proud. You are really as good as they say. As a reward, you can take those convoy craft to your base. After, of course, they finish unloading their cargo. Health and happiness. Well, isn't that swell? Greetings. You're probably wondering what's going on. Whether UCS has attacked our homes. Whether they're trying to stop our convoys. A few years ago we have found an alien base hidden under the moon's surface in a large tunnel network. Thanks to the heroic efforts of our explorers and scientists, we now know all about the alien base and its mysterious tunnel system. Though we haven't quite been able to tell when it was built, we certainly have gained insight into its true purpose. All the tunnels lead to the same place, Lunar's North Pole. They use to transport energy for an energy cannon. The original alien installation is unusable, but we can rebuild it. We'll use our orbital defense ring to place cannon in the base. From this position the cannon will be able to shoot at the targets on Earth. This will be a powerful defense system. We also stop using articles. To put our plan into practice, we need access to the entire tunnel system, plus raw material to generate the energy needed. So that's the idea behind Project Sunlight. I'm in charge of technical aspects, and you're the military expert, health and happiness. Yes, giant space cannon. Where even did you get the material you need for that ring? Because that's a huge ring. Now, the moon's not that small. Anyway, let's build a landing zone. So I'd like to pack up all of you here, and then I'm out of here. And I think I'm still not allowed to sell anything here, am I? Doesn't look like it. Okay, very nice. Let's call the transport here. Yes, maybe instead of building the giant space ring, you should build something like an evacuation ship or so. Just saying.
We are very low on power.
Anyway, transport's gonna be here soon, and then I'm out of here.
The next order has arrived.
I'm on my way.
Very good, very good. You do not go north. You're gonna find a way to step on those mines, aren't you? Pretty confident about that. You do get a bunch of fat girls here for free. Also, the transport here is just the head of the large transporter here, but smaller, which I guess makes a certain amount of sense. Can you please move? Oh, you were not transferred because I think you were still in the air when the event here, like when the event triggered, and then you weren't transferred to my ownership. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate, but you know what? I don't really care. I'm gonna take all of you here along. Down here, of course. I'm not that invested in having one more fat girl because you can also build. You can actually build them, so. Which one is that, by the way? It's actually a C4 one. That's pretty good. But yeah, I can upgrade my other ones later, I suppose. Okay, 2 base, and we're out of here. Not much to show here, but that's to be expected. But I guess nominally we did have... I guess we did have another faction, but not an opponent. But anyway, thanks for watching and take care.